Alrighty, y'all. Day 40. Out here getting the cardio done. 2.5 miles. Almost finished up. Not too bad. It is a beautiful, like 71 degrees. Sunny. No wind, no nothing. It's beautiful. Yesterday, it's kind of shitty in the morning, but it ended up being a real nice later evening time with the rain and whatnot, but then it cleared out. So yesterday we had an awesome back day, and I think I probably may have put together so far the best little video I've done, at least clip wise, of what content, what's going to be in it, of just relating working out to just generally everything else, and how to keep it fresh. And then went over some ego lifting stuff, and like my little bit of background, what I've achieved, and where I am now as per fitness and strength. So there's a lot in that video. It's going to be a little long. If anyone sees any video, I hope it's actually that one. So, but today, being day 40, we are going to go ahead and drop a singular little speck of a progress photo in there. Just the front pic. Weighed in today at 208.5. This is the 5th day of really tracking calories and, keeping myself within my limit that I've got set out for myself. So being 5 days in, we are down 1.5 pounds basically. It'd be 1.8 technically from the very start, because I was 210.3, but I'm just going to call it 210. I'm 208.5 this morning. So, 1.5 pounds down in 5 days. It's not too bad. It's a little on the aggressive side, but it's where it matches what my calorie deficit I have planned out should be. So, I should be about a 500 calorie deficit with all of my exercising and everything to end up around overall like a 1,000 calorie deficit. So 500 in eating, 500 in exercise. So that's at least where I think I am on it. But we are making progress. So I'm gonna go ahead and drop that as a 40-day little update. And I will see y'all later in the gym for arms, because I just got home. Now I gotta go eat something and go knock out a bunch of yard work. It's arm day. I went ahead and started doing some pyramid sets here on tri press downs. Our first workout like normal, but today I felt like just kind of pyramiding up each set. Went 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. This is 70 pounds. This will probably be where I do 1 or 2 sets at. Maybe I'll move up to 80, do another set. We'll see how this one feels, but we're shooting for like 12 to 15 reps. So already have a pretty okay tricep pump starting to come on. So let's see if we can do these. Definitely gets the blood flowing. Heart's a little racing. Man, just feel good at 70 pounds. I think I'll do one more set of these, then we'll end up moving on. And I think next week when we go to do arms, I'll go ahead and I'll do like 20 pounds, 40 pounds, and then we'll go to 70 pounds. And we'll do 3 to 5 sets there. See how that feels. Kind of want to get the arm, at least the tricep weights up some. Working kind of light in the triceps because doing a lot of press and yard work type of stuff, that was pretty heavy on them. But the last few days I haven't done much heavy tricep stuff, and I want to make sure I'm getting really good stimulus there. They haven't been sore after the last couple arm days, so definitely need to make sure I'm getting a little more aggressive on the triceps. So we do want bigger arms, and the best way to get bigger arms is bigger triceps. So I'm gonna do that, and then we'll be back for the first bicep movement. So now that we're done with triceps, I went ahead and warmed up for short bore cable curls. Went 20 pounds, 30 pounds, 40 pounds, and now we're going to do 50 pounds for a few working sets here. Let's hit these things, 12 to 15 reps. Pump, starting to feel the blood getting into the biceps. By the time we get to our second bicep movement and our second tricep movement here, right after these, arms should definitely have almost a full pump going, at least 75% of the way there. And man, it's feeling good, Nothing really hurts. Wrists a little sore. I think I might have sprained this one the other day. It's been a little tender, but nothing that has really shown up other than trying to curl something. But once I have the weight up and I get my wrist locked in, it doesn't hurt. So it's just that movement from like here to here, and well, it's getting pulled on. But it is what it is. We'll work through that. That ain't no big pain. Doesn't really hurt to move it around or anything, so worry about it another day. But I'm going to go ahead and finish these up, and then we'll be back for overhead tricep extensions. So today, we're going to go ahead and do overhead tricep extensions using the short bar. Instead of the rope, just put the arms into a slightly different position with palm placement, but still like normal, pulled back, the elbows up as high as we can get them. Oh. Woo. Man, that really pushes a lot of strain and blood into that long head. I tell you what, that is a good pump from those. Not sure if I totally like that palm position or not, but I'm gonna do it for a couple more sets and see what happens here with them. It doesn't hurt the elbows, but it doesn't, it's not quite uncomfortable, but there's a lot of like tension in the elbow. So I'm not sure if it's just elbow placement, and I just gotta kind of figure that out a little bit here on the next set, or if it's just something that my elbows are not happy with, which I know there's a lot of people who can't do like this movement or like tri press downs or whatever. There's just certain tricep movements that people have elbow issues with. I've never really had them other than occasionally I get some tennis elbow on my left arm, but that all happened after I broke this arm. So it kind of happens when the bone is like healed but rotated like 5 degrees or so. So that just creates some weird stuff with the elbow and the wrist. But yeah, I'm gonna do a few more sets of these, then we'll move on to the next curl, which I believe is rope curls. So we will be right back. So I think for those overhead tricep extensions, we're gonna have to keep those either like single arm with the handle, or just keep doing them with the rope, because that little short bar, if I came in close, went out wide, it didn't really matter. If I kept my elbow super tucked in or I let them flare out a little bit, it all just kind of left the same tension inside my left elbow. So I'll just keep them to how I don't feel that, because if you're feeling some sort of strain or tension, it's probably not the exercise for you to keep pushing through, because under my assumption, that's definitely going to lead to some sort of injury. So we are definitely trying to prevent that and not have any sorts of injuries, because then that just sets back progress. My little baby arms are getting some work today. They are definitely feeling it. That is good. They should be struggling. That means we're working at the right weights. And dango, the neighbor's out there mowing his yard and apparently running through his rock pile. But anyways, excuse that noise in the background. I guess it is what it is. But I'm gonna go ahead and knock out a couple more sets of those. Then we'll be back for our next movement. Alright, y'all. So normally we'd go into single arm tricep extensions and then dumbbell preachers, but I got to go take a trip to Home Depot, go get some other stuff done. So in the concept of time here, I've got 105 pounds on the Easy Curl bar that we're going to do our pronated curls at, as well as got the dip bar set up. So we're just going to go ahead and jump right to the last superset of the exercise. That we're just going to leave out those isolation movements today. No big deal. Got a pretty good pump going. We bumped up the weights, put a big load on the biceps and triceps. So I'm not too worried about it. This is another 10 pounds up here. And then dips are just going to go to failure for the 3 sets that we're going to do this for. So let's go ahead and get these things going. Triceps are on fire. Fire, fire, fire. But let's go. Hoping for like 8 reps at least. Without swinging and kipping too much there, we were able to get 9. Woo! All right, guys. So we'll go ahead and head on out after I do 2 more sets of this. And that'll be it for today's exercise video will be a little shorter. Definitely shorter than yesterday's. Yesterday's was a pretty long video, but we just had some stuff to share and to talk about that I think is kind of important. So, with that, make sure you're getting out there, you're getting your stuff done, and don't be a lazy fuck.